I can hear you. No, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? So I can't hear you.
Hello? That was it. Something happened there. So we're on the microphone.
Hello, how's it going? Hello?
That's it, I can hear you.
Oh,
I can hear you.
oh yeah, make sure you sat right in the no, I was just delighted that we got it to work. I was taking a moment to... So so I'm going to be off screen obviously, but I can see in the waiting room. I don't know if you can see the waiting room actually as well, Lou, now you're co-host.
I can see, I can see that 9 people have entered,
Yeah, so that's good. So when it gets to 1, I'll just click admit all, and then I'll be in the background doing the kind of tech bit. So if anybody joins late, I'll admit them, spotlight you when you're talking, and then spotlight Joe and whatnot. But yeah, exciting. This is what it must be like on TV, you know, where we don't see it, we just see the professionalism when they're all going, I can't hear.
It's working, yeah.
One thing that we should probably, or you should probably mention, Lou, is that it's not that we're being ignorant, it's just we're muting everyone and taking their cameras off so that they can fully focus on this.
Yeah, okay.
Just in case people are wondering, like, why am I not on screen, kind of thing.
Okay, so I'll just to say that we've muted and stopped the video just so you can just go into full relaxation mode. I'll just say that.
Exactly. How are you doing today anyway?
Yeah, fine. I've been practicing and I'm like, my God, I'm going to forget it all. Now I'm doing it. It's all going to go out my head.
I'm just so excited because, you know, this is the first time we've done this and there's so many people wanting to, I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Quick question. Do you both want to be on screen when we're doing all the introductions, or Joe, yeah, that makes it
sense.
easier.
Yeah.
So, because what I'll do is, once I let people in, I'll spotlight you both when it gets to 1 o'clock.
How lovely! I'm in awe of how many people. Yes, we're live.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone. I'm Jo Chidley from Beauty Kitchen, and I'm just really excited by today, seeing everybody's name come up in the chat. We thought that with COVID and everything that's going on in the background at Beauty Kitchen, you know, none of us are getting the chance to maybe have facials or go to beauty salons or any of the stuff that kind of keeps us going, I think. And I thought, you know, is there anything that we could do at Beauty Kitchen? And Lou has been a friend, colleague, you know, partner with us since we started. And Lou thought exactly the same. So we've got Lou today, which is, I'm just really excited. Oh, I've also got my hat on to hide my hair that needs washed, but you can see the real me. Lou's here today to take us through a guided facial, and really it's just some moments to breathe, to reconnect and just have a little bit of self-care. And it's Friday, so we think it's the perfect opportunity. If you've got any questions for Lou and I, we'll be here at the end. If we run out of time, you know, we'll be definitely doing this again. So I'm going to hand over to the wonderful Lou.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you everyone for joining us. Yeah, as Joe said, it's really important to take some time for self-care, whatever situation you're in, whether you're joining us from homeschooling or from working from home. Just thank you, and just take that time to look after yourselves. So just going to run through what we're going to need. We're going to need a cleanser. We're going to need some kind of face mask, just whatever is going to be great for your skin. So whether you need decongesting, whether you need brightening or hydrating. If you haven't got a mask, don't worry, maybe you've got like a thicker moisturizer or a balm that you could use for a moisture boost. And actually you're going to need some water. So I've actually got a bowl of water down beside me, or if you're in the bathroom, then great. And then maybe some cloths or a sponge to kind of remove those. We're also going to need, while the mask is on, we're going to do a nice hand massage. So if you've got a hand cream or a body cream, we're also going to need an oil for a lovely massage that we're going to do at the end. And also, if you've got a spritz, then that will be handy. But if you haven't, then don't worry, just a splash of water. It's definitely about using what you've got, not kind of stressing that you haven't got anything. And just to say, we have turned your cameras and muted you. It's not to be rude. It's just so that you can just really get into the relaxation. One other thing, you might want to take your earrings out if you've got earrings in. And also, perhaps you might want to light a candle. We did send you a playlist, so might want to have some music on in the background just to calm you out a little bit more. And we're just going to go through just a really simple DIY facial that you can do whenever you get the opportunity, really. Like today is going to be about 20 minutes, but if you've got 2 minutes or 10 minutes, it's just about kind of taking that time out. I think we all need to do it a little bit more at the moment with what's going on. So yes, if you've got all your bits, let's start. So first of all, we're just going to take some deep breaths. You can close your eyes. Just try and get into the moment a little bit. We're going to start to roll our shoulders back. We're just kind of starting just to set the scene a little bit. I'm sure all of us have been quite hunched up, or we've been over computers, or we've just been stressing a little bit. So just kind of just mobilizing just really helps. We're going to turn the head to one side, turn it back to the other, just kind of loosening up everything. And then we're going to tip our head backwards. We're going to tip it forwards, back again. And then we tip it down. We're just going to hold it down for a little bit. And then we're going to roll to one shoulder and then roll back again. And we're going to do that one more time as well. And just roll and do those nice deep breaths as well. And then roll the shoulders back one more time. And we're going to tip our head to the side and just leave it there. And then with the same hand from the same side, just gently, just lay your hand with a little bit of extra, not pressure, but just a little bit of an extra stretch there. And then we're going to tip. We're going to go to the other side and do the same. And then just roll those shoulders back again. And hopefully that's just kind of loosened us up a little bit. So first things first, we're going to get our cleanser. So I'm using the Prime Time, which is, it's a lovely creamy cleanser. So it's great for my dehydrated skin. So get a few pumps of whichever cleanser you're using, put it into the palm of your hand and just gently warm your hands together. Cleansing is a really important step of your routine that lots of people kind of skip or kind of forget about. But we're just going to start to gently massage it into our skin. So whatever kind of skin type you are, whether you're oily, whether you're dry, cleansing is really important. We kind of want to get rid of any of those kind of makeup, daily grime, pollution, but also we don't want to use anything too astringent. We don't want to strip the skin. So it's kind of finding that happy balance. And start with your massage here. So I'm really kind of into massage. And the massage, it kind of gets the blood flowing. And it also kind of starts that relaxation. So we're definitely not we're not trying to speed through our cleansing. It's definitely not a speedy cleanser. It's kind of trying to be a little bit more mindful with it and just work it in. And also I'm kind of prone to kind of lots of congestion down here. So really kind of working my cleanser in helps it to work that little bit deeper. So anywhere you've got any problem areas, just be a little bit more mindful. Okay, so now we're going to rinse. So you might either want to use some cotton pads or a cloth. I'm actually using, I've got my bowl of water here. I'm using the Cognac Sponge from Beauty Kitchen, which I absolutely love. It kind of, for me, it kind of just gives it a little bit more of a deep cleanse. It's also gentle exfoliation. Again, like cleansing, we can over exfoliate, but also it's quite nice to give the skin a little bit of a boost and help those products to work in a little bit more. If you're quite sensitive, you might want to use this maybe not every day. Maybe you could use like a nice gentle cloth. So just kind of working everything away. Okay. So hopefully you should feel nice and clean now. Okay, and we can dry our skin off a little bit. So now we're going to grab our mask. So like I said, use a mask that suits your skin. What does your skin need? So I'm using what have I done with it? The 5-minute miracle mask. My skin needs a bit of a miracle at the moment, but this has got lots of algae, lots of seaweed, so it's like a real boost for the skin. The Beauty Kitchen also do a hydrating one, they do a sleep one, but yeah, it's what your skin needs at this point in time. So you can pop it on with your fingers, pop it on where you need it. Some masks you might not want to put everywhere, but this one I can kind of put everywhere. And then once your mask is on, what you could do is you could just lay back, you could close your eyes, you could have 5 minutes to yourself. Or what we're going to do now is we're going to give our hands a little bit of attention. So I'm going to use the Restore hand cream, but use whatever you've got. Use a body cream, and we're just going to kind of massage it in. Now, how, if you think about how we do hand cream, it's normally just kind of like this. We don't necessarily think about it, but today we're really going to think about it. So we're going to kind of use our thumbs to really, really work into the heel of that hand. You think about what our hands are going through at the moment. They're kind of being washed, they're being sanitized, they're on our phones, they're on our computers, and we hold so much tension here, especially around our thumbs. So this should feel really nice if you kind of work your cream in here. You can be quite hard here. We're going to work it in between our thumb, between the fingers. Really kind of have a little mindful moment when you put your hand cream on. And we can do the other side. So I'm right-handed, so this hand definitely has more tension, especially around here. So this should actually feel really nice. Really massaging it in onto your wrists. In here, there's actually some really nice pressure points in here. And then in between those fingers, into your nails, just really take the time. Okay, now, so if you've got a little bit of excess product, we're actually going to go up onto our shoulder and really kind of massage that in. I'm sure so many of us have got so much tension up here. Then we're going to move to the other side and just kind of use nice circular, firm movements to really get in there and relax. And then we're going to come to our spine, the back of our, but with the pads of my fingers. I'm not going on my spine, but I'm just kind of doing circular motions to the side of my spine and just kind of do little movements up and down the spine. Close your eyes, really feel it, really feel where you need to get that tension out. This should feel really nice. And then we can work it up. We can go onto the base of our skull. And again, there are loads and loads of pressure points along here as well. So I'm just kind of working it in along here. Again, close your eyes, really work it in. We're going to go behind our ears. It's actually really can feel really lovely behind our ears. Really kind of work it in. And then we're going to come up onto our scalp. You think about when you have your hair washed and how nice it feels when someone else washes your hair, that kind of firm movements that they do. So really kind of use the pads of your fingers. Again, yeah, close those eyes. And use your thumbs to come behind your ears. Imagine you're washing your hair, but slower, more mindful, a little bit harder. And just really, really just try and relax. It's amazing how much tension we can actually hold onto our scalp and how much we can release just kind of working into our scalp. You can do kind of, you can keep your fingers still, but just kind of move the skin on the scalp. Or you can kind of move your fingers around so they're actually moving. And then you can come back down onto the base of the skull. Really work it in there. Down your neck. And just really just try, and just feel relaxed. We can take it back onto the neck. When we're actually doing massage on our face, it's really important to do our neck. You think about the neck, it kind of holds so much stress, so much tension, but it's actually the kind of the gateway to our face, the gateway to our skin. That's where all the nutrients go in and all the things that we don't need come out. So hopefully that should you should hopefully feel a little bit more relaxed after doing that. So when you're doing it on your own, you can spend as much time as you want doing that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our mask off. So you might want to use your sponge again, you might want to use your cloth. And hopefully your skin underneath is feeling a bit more rejuvenated, hydrated, decongested, whatever you chose, whatever mask you chose to use. So hopefully you've got that off. Okay, so let's dry our face off for a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with, this is the Superglue Active Mist. So it's like a really lovely hydrating spritz. And I love to use, these are great to use throughout the day just to freshen the skin. But also they're really nice under a face oil, because when the face oil goes on, it takes it down with it and it's an extra bit of hydration. If you haven't got a spray, don't worry, just like a splash of water can be really nice too. I'm going to spritz that on. And then we're going to grab our oil. So I've got the high definition facial oil, which again is that kind of that algae, that seaweed. But there's an Abyssinian one oil that Beauty Kitchen do as well. That's a little bit more hydrating. So perhaps coming into winter. So when I know I'm going to do a bit more of an extended massage, I put a little bit more oil into the palm of my hands. And then I'm going to kind of warm it up between my hands. And then we're just going to press it on to our face. We're going to press it onto our neck as well. And just gently start to work it in. Just make sure that we've kind of got it everywhere and it's evenly applied. Okay, and then we're going to start on the side of the neck. And like I said, massaging the neck is really important. It kind of helps to relieve the tension, but also starts to get the blood flowing. And we're going to do the other side. And then we're going to do the middle. We can come down, we're coming down, we're more draining, but we can come up as well. It's going to be a little bit more lifting. So just kind of working it in and releasing. Okay, we're going to get our thumbs and we're going to hook them under our chin, and we're just going to put our index fingers and do a gentle pinch. Then we're going to pinch, little gentle pinches, moving from our chin out to our ear. And then we're going to repeat that. So we're not using a massively hard pressure. We don't want to hurt our skin. Kind of use what pressure feels good to you. And we're going to do this 3 times. I've got lots and lots of lymph glands under here. So this is a nice way just to activate them, help to get things flowing. We're going to come back with the same hand grip. We're going to do a sliding. And then we're going to use our hands just to gently slide down the neck. We'll do that one again as well. Slide up and out. And then a gentle slide down. And then a slide along. So what we're doing here is we're kind of shifting anything that needs a little bit of help to drain away. And then with our fingers, we're kind of taking it down and out. And with our fingertips here, we're just going to really work behind our ears. Again, we've got lots of kind of lymph nodes here. And also we've got it's where lots of the muscles kind of end and meet, so we can have a lot of tension there as well. So we're kind of massaging, and this should feel really nice. You might actually feel that you start to swallow a little bit. That's a sign that your lymph is starting to move, so that's not a bad thing. And then we're going to come up onto our ears, and we're going to massage our kind of earlobes, stretch them out and pull them a little bit. You think about our ears, they never get much attention. And then we're going to kind of come up. We're going to come up right up onto up here. And this should feel really nice. You can kind of almost pull them, massage them between your fingers. There's loads of loads of pressure points. So this can release a lot of stuff. And then we're going to come back, and with our fingers, we're going to start to massage into this big muscle here. Make sure that you're not clenching your jaw while you're doing this, which is what I guess so many of us are doing at the moment. So we can hold a lot of tension here. So we're kind of doing this really nice circular motion. We can come from the mouth and work out. If you feel like you're really quite tense, you can come in and you can use your knuckles if you want to under there. But again, we're not being too hard. We don't want to hurt. Your skin might be starting to feel a little bit warm now. That's the kind of the blood starting to come. And also what we might want to do here is kind of come up, and again, just to help to drain a little bit. So we're going to come up and drain a little bit. So we're coming under the cheekbone. We can stop here a little bit, and up and down. Up and down. We can come onto the cheekbones as well. Lift up, and then get our ring fingers, and we can come under our eyes and just gently start to move anything that's stagnant under there. And then we can come up onto the temples, close your eyes if they're not closed, and just really kind of just feel where you need it. Use the tips of your fingers and kind of work into the temples. This is quite an intuitive thing. I think lots of us do this when we've got a headache. It's a really nice thing to help to release tension. Bring it out onto your forehead as well, and start to use those circular. You can either do quite small circles, or you can do kind of bigger circles. Take it up into your hairline as well. You know, don't stop the massage just on your face. Those muscles go right the way into the hair. So kind of take it there. You can do it with your knuckles as well if you want it a little bit harder. If I've got a headache, sometimes I come in with my knuckles. I won't do it with a migraine, but a tension headache, this can be really nice just to kind of release any pressure that's there. So do a few more circles there. Kind of work it in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of just gentle sweep from our forehead down the sides and down our neck. So anything that we have just kind of dislodged a little bit, we're just kind of sweeping it down and away. And then on the side of the neck, we're going to do a little upward motion. So we're starting with just our fingers, bringing it up onto our chin, along the side of the jaw and up under the cheekbones. And then we start to use the whole of our hand. A little bit of a lifting motion. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So start on our neck, just using our fingers to start with. And then we bring it up onto the chin, along the jawline, up under the cheekbone, and then use the whole of our hands to start to lift. And then we're going to do that using on both sides of the face. So cup your face, and we're just going to use just to lift. You can do this fast or you can do it nice and slow. I think as we're relaxing, we'll do it quite slow. So we start off with our fingers, and then we use the whole of our hands. And then we're going to do that in the middle. So we're going to come up, and then we're going to come up onto the forehead with our fingers, but then use the whole of our hand right up to the forehead. And then we're going to start to work just in the middle of our eyebrows. I'm sure so many of us are frowning a lot more at the moment. So this is a nice way just to release. And then we're moving out, up along the eyebrow, up onto the forehead. Then we're going to move back along the other side as well. So using alternate hands with your fingers. Let's do that one more time, moving across and then moving back. And then we're going to get our middle and our ring finger, and we're going to just move over our eyebrows. Just try and release some tension there. Let's do that 3 times. And then we're going to get our ring fingers and we're going to place them. Well, actually, let's do this first. We're going to use, there's a really lovely pressure point just in here. And we're going to come in, we're going to touch that pressure point and then out across the brow. Touch that pressure point and then out across the brow. And then we're going to hold our fingers on that pressure point. This is, again, is a really nice thing to do when you've got a headache. Just hold the fingers there. This should feel really nice. And then we're going to move the fingers out a finger width. There's another pressure point here. Hold that. And then out one more time. Hold that. And then we're going to circle the eyes. And we're going to do that one more time. So hold that pressure point right in between the eyes. Move it out one finger width. Hold it there. Out and around the eyes. And then we're going to do that swoop under the eyes one more time. Actually 3 more times. And then we're going to come in and we're going to pinch our eyebrows. This actually feels incredibly nice. Like I said, there's so much tension here at the moment. So pinch some of that tension away. Obviously we don't want to hurt, but this can just feel really nice. And then we're going to do little gentle pinches all over the face. This is a nice way to kind of get the blood flowing, which we're then going to turn into kind of raindrop little finger patters. And then we're going to again do that swoop again. So we're gently swooping anything that we've kind of moved, dislodged, we're moving it away down the neck. And then we're going to come back to the back of the neck one more time. Really doing, you might want to do the bigger circles this time. You might be feeling a little bit more open, a bit more relaxed. You can come back up under the skull, where the skull meets the neck. Back up into the hair one more time. And again, you might want to move, kind of use bigger motions now. Hopefully you're feeling that a little bit more relaxed. With your thumbs, it's really nice to go right down behind the back of your ears. And just kind of work that in. Feel that a little bit more relaxed. And then keep your eyes closed. We're going to put our palms over our face. I'm going to take 3 deep breaths. Now keep your eyes closed, and with one of your fingers, place it on your chin and just hold it there. You can either just hold it, or you can kind of do like a little circle. Just hold it there. And then we're going to place a finger either side of our nose and just hold it there. We've got these are pressure points that we're touching now. These are going to help to balance, help to ground us a little bit. So just hold it there. Then move your fingers out under, so you're just under your cheekbone. Hold them there. And then we're just going to gently pinch our ears, just the lobe, just where they meet our face. Just hold them there. And then we're going to go back to that pressure point between our, just on the inner corners of our eyes. We're going to hold there. You can even lean your head into your fingers a little bit, just to get a little bit more pressure there. And then we're going to take one finger to the third eye. And we're just going to do a little stroke. And then we're going to release. And hopefully you're feeling a lot more relaxed now, and your skin's hopefully lovely and glowy.
Look at my hair. Thank you so much for that. That was great.
How did that feel?
Oh, lovely. Honestly, because I've not, not that I, to be honest, which is a bit surprising, I think, running Beauty Kitchen, I probably don't spend as much time, doing that sort of stuff on myself as I really should. And, the past year in particular, you can't, you don't, because normally I would go, it's a local beauty salon that's just down the road from where we are. And Pamela is a qualified aromatherapist, and we've known each other for years. And normally I then eke out that time, and she does a little half-hour facial, which fits in because, we are generally really, really busy. But just to have that and then to be able to do it on myself, that's fabulous. Thank you.
No, you're well. And even with that, I mean, that was, what was that? That was 20 minutes, but you could make that 5 minutes, you could make that 10 minutes, you could make it half an hour. It's just about taking those elements and just thinking. So even with the cleansing, like I know so many people just cleanse and go, but taking just 1 minute to massage your cleanser in is just going to help to hopefully relax and just a little bit of pampering.
Yes, I hope everyone got the same, because I am at Beauty Kitchen in the office on my own here. I've just taken this after I've had a sandwich to fit in this time. And I think if all of us take that extra 20 minutes, Fridays are easier for me. It's always been that day before the weekend.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you set it for if you need to schedule it into your diary.
Yeah, which is what I need to do, because I'm so disorganized that if I don't have it in there, nothing actually happens. And I think the other thing that we forget about, a lot of the times you're using skincare topically, and you forget the importance of breathing.
Yeah.
You forget the importance of lymphatic drainage, which massage helps with that. Yeah. And although you're doing it sometimes when you're putting your creams on, just you telling me to take the time and to almost do things 3 times as well, which was what was resonating with me, Lou. Yeah. It's like, don't do it once, let's do it 3 times, guys. And I just feel energized, which I suppose was the point.
Yeah. And also, it's even the thing with the hand cream, like, we think, I'm sure lots of us are putting the hand cream on, you put it on, you don't even think about it, but just take a minute to put the hand cream on and just really feel, like what you said, feel what it's doing. It isn't just topically, it is on a different level as well.
Yeah, and I like that you use the word being mindful, and I think it's that connection. It's trying to get your body to reconnect with your brain. And when you do really simple things like massaging something into your hands, I think it does quite quickly connect your brain to your body.
Yeah, and also it's you then feel how much tension you've got there, and you're like, oh my goodness, actually yes, I have got tension, and you can almost feel, if you do it for long enough, you can feel that tension move. And that, it feels good.
So we've had a little question, which is a great question. Do you think it's better to do this in the morning or in the evening, or do you think it doesn't matter? It's more when you can fit it in.
Yeah, I think it's more when you can fit it in. And I think also it depends, you could adapt the move. So if it's the morning, you might want to do kind of more drainage because we've been lying down. If it's a night time, then maybe you kind of adapt more relaxation into it. But I think you're right, it's just a case of when you, sometimes I do it in the afternoon, like on a Sunday afternoon, because I haven't done any skincare in the morning, and it's just when it fits in for you, I would say.
Yeah, and one of the things that I like is if I've done something in the evening, and everything's cleansed, you know, I've washed my hair. If I then had a good sleep, sometimes when I get up in the morning, I won't wash my face, you know, and I think some people forget that restoration, if you like, that happens in the evening when you sleep. You know, if you've gone to bed, I don't know what you think of this, if you've gone to bed cleansed, you know, actually letting your skin, you know, heal itself overnight and leave your lovely, beautiful oils that have happened overnight, you know, rather than first thing you get up in the morning and then clean again. Because I think you talked about over exfoliation, and I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think, because I think we're taught to clean, especially if you're more prone to an oily skin, for example. But no, you're right, your natural oils we need. And I think it depends in the morning. I personally am not a big cleanser in the morning. Like I sometimes I'll just refresh with like, you know, like with that one, with the spray or something.
Yeah.
And if you are quite oily and you get up in the morning and you're feeling like you need it, then you do. So it's kind of listening to your skin. What does your skin need? Don't get caught in I must do this then, I must do that then. It's what works for you and what does your skin need, I think.
Yeah. I'm just looking in the chat to see, at what stage would you fit a scrub into this routine? Good question.
So I would do the scrub after the cleanse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before the mask.
Before the mask. Yes, the cleanse, then do your scrub, then your mask. Yeah.
Yeah. And then someone said, would you moisturize after massaging the oil or not?
It's up to you. Sometimes in winter I need it, but sometimes in the summer I don't. So again, it's what your skin needs. And also your skin will need different things on different days. So if your skin's feeling particular, like you've been out for a walk in the cold, it's feeling particularly parched, then yeah, do both. But if you've been in, you know, like so many of us are, all of us are, then maybe you don't need all of it. But then actually saying that, if you've had your heating on, like my skin at the moment is feeling dry because of the heating. So again, listen to what your skin needs.
Yeah, so I mean, I've just done that, and I've just done it with the oil, and I don't feel as if I need any moisturizer on top, you know, so I'm fine. The one thing that I do, which I'm slightly obsessed with, is SPF. So it's like that. So that's what I would put on next. I don't know if we've got anything else here. No. Just I was trying to look at the camera and look at the chat. You can tell this is my first time.
I'm not looking at you.
So I suppose really that's us kind of coming to the end. I hope, you know, everybody enjoyed that. I know I certainly did. And it's, you know, nice to just take that time out. We have, you know, you guys have blown my mind by joining today. And we now, Lou and I, want to work together about, you know, what do we do next? So please, any ideas if you're thinking, that then helps us to create the series. I definitely obviously want to get to the makeup part, but I'd like to do a couple of skincare bits first and then definitely get in, because I need to spring clean my makeup bag without a doubt. Any final words of inspiration, Lou?
Oh goodness, I think just try and relax. Like, it's so hard to relax at the moment, but just even if you've got 2 minutes to do something, 2 minutes is better than nothing. So even if you just do 2 minutes massaging your cleanser in, then I think that's 2 minutes very well spent.
Yeah. So again, thank you very much, guys, and thank you to Lou. And you know, we hope to see you again. It'll be, you know, in a few weeks' time, but it will definitely be, hopefully, something that you're all interested in again. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.